50 years is a long time, and it typically deserves a huge appreciation. And this year, the choirs will give Pop Show the appreciation it deserves.
50 years of Pop Show really just shows the legacy of the Amherst Choir and how Pop Show has grown from really a small show, but there was a vision with that show at the very beginning.
And that vision has since improved every year to make the 50th year a truly special night.
What we're going to do is really have a big salute to our alumni, former directors. We're really the whole show is a look back in time for the last 50 years to what Pop Show is really all about.
But Pop Show hasn't always been able to see a big crowd like today.
The first 35 Pop Shows couldn't be held in the cafeteria, it hadn't been built yet. So the very first ones, the very first Pop Shows back in the 60s, took place over at Powers School on that little stage.
Along with Powers Stage, Pop Show has seen the Steele Gym and Cafetorium, but perhaps the biggest difference this year is the 1,000 faces at the Lorraine Palace Theater.
And its preparation will definitely be seen through it too.
The best part about preparing for Pop Show is probably the end when it actually all comes together. Pop Show is very much a student-led production. All I do is sort of push everybody in the right direction to make sure it gets done on time.
I think the students gain so much from the multitasking aspect of it because you've got all this music to learn, the notes and the words, and then we add choreography to that. And I think for the students to experience the fast pace of all of that, was the greatest challenge to the students and the greatest growth.
We're also going to have an opportunity to hear from the original director, Mr. Bostwick, who has made a message all the way from Colorado.
And we had the opportunity to FaceTime Mr. Bostwick to hear his purpose of creating this 50-year milestone.
First of all, I was very interested in doing musicals. I found that Amherst did not have any theater or really big stage for that kind of thing.
So Mr. Bostwick took his students' talents to Powers and created something similar to a musical, but unique to Steele.
We had a very, very talented choir the first few years there of the Pop Show. And they just took to this like a duck to water. And it was just a success from the very beginning.
Pop Show has grown into something so significant that, like Comet Relays, people think of Pop Show as one of the biggest traditions at Steele.
If something has to have your signature on it, then it's not worth pursuing. But the idea that this thought, this kind of a program, has lasted for 50 years is really very, very special.
I know it's great kids again this year, as it's always been, and I know it'll be a great show. I'm completely confident about that.
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
This is Jessica Costello
And Erica Zicki
for Steele News Live.